Okay, it looks like you have a pretty good start. Obviously, you didn't get very far on this. You mentioned you didn't have much time to work on it. So the main thing is to sort of keep going. It looks like you hit a stopping point here. I'm just going to hide the surfaces and we can kind of go over this again. Let's take a look at this first. And it's pretty dense, so I'm going to say let's start by rebuilding these curves. Rebuild, and maybe let's see how 12 looks. And so uniform 12. Don't turn on keep original. Yeah, see the shape didn't change all that much, but see how it's much fewer points. And then you need the profile curves at either end. So yeah, I might start with create. I can't remember how I did it exactly in the module, but curve tools, CV curve tool options, and I'm just going to do linear just to make it nice and square. And then I'll just hold down C, click and drag, and then shift, 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 and then just make sure these are lined up with that. And I'll just take this one and then again hold down C and middle mouse drag along here. Make sure the middle's clicked. That has to be yellow for this to work. There we go. Okay. And oh, I have it at the wrong part of this. So to put the pivot point here, I think that's what you're asking about. First of all, D, I can just tap D to go into pivot move mode. Then I can hold down C for curve snap, and then I can middle mouse drag to there. And then D again to get out of pivot move mode, and let's hold down C for curve snap and middle mouse drag to there. I think it's supposed to be flipped around the other way, right? I'm going to hold down E and then left mouse button E for rotate, and then go to discrete rotate, and that'll snap it to 15-degree increments. It's just an easy way to, I could type in a number 2 or whatever, doesn't matter. Okay, so that one should work. Oh, it probably shouldn't work because I think these either, I don't, I'm wondering what I did wrong. Is it this or is it this? Your things aren't matching. Let me try your thing first. So I'm going to delete that. I'll take this one and let's put its pivot point at the end again too. So D for pivot move mode. Hold down C, make sure that middle square is yellow. Hold down C for curve snap. Middle mouse drag. So put that there and then D to get out of that. And then let's hide the grid. So that's okay. And then Control D for duplicate. So you can move that over. Hold down. If you hit just W again, that's a way to make that middle thing yellow. Just hit W a second time. So hold down C for curve snap. Snap that to there just to make sure those are exactly the same. And I might duplicate this one, duplicate that. C for curve snap, middle mouse drag to the end. E and left mouse button, discrete rotate's already on. Can move that up. Okay, and I think I did just duplicate that. I think these something's not. Yeah, that's not good. So let's delete that. What I might do is if I scale this flat, that should make it perfectly flat. I think that was my problem. So I'm just going to reline these up again so you can see it a few times. W for move, hold down C, middle mouse drag, and here again, there, C and middle mouse drag. Then I will select this, duplicate, and put it at the other end of this curve. Hold down C, this duplicate, and middle mouse drag till that's at the end. Rotate that up. And well, it still looks messed up. thought I flattened that. Oh, it must be, these two things must not be perfectly lined up. But I thought they would be because I thought I duplicated it. So, and I think it's when I'm doing the curve snap that that goes out of alignment because somehow these aren't. Oh, it's probably anyway. So I'm sure this is flat now, and now that I'm sure that's flat, let's duplicate this and move it here. I think it was a combination of this not being flat and then me moving this to the not flat version of this, which made these two things unaligned. And then when I made this attached to that, this was then not flat. So anyway, I think we're good now. Duplicate, C for middle mouse drag, C for curve snap, middle mouse drag, and there we go. Okay, at least it's flat now, but we just have to align these things up. So I think that one's, yeah, that one should already be good. Okay, finally. So surfaces, Bi-Rail 2 tool, and it wants two profile curves, 1, 2, and it wants two rail curves, 1, 2. This one seems probably just because of the order, sort of inside out. I can do mesh display and reverse and mesh display reverse. Oh, maybe I have to have the faces selected. I thought I could do it with the whole object. Oops. Oh, sorry. In my, I forgot in my viral options. I should be on polygons and control points. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then show polygons. There we go. And now if I do mesh display reverse, yeah, and it's not looking great. I think because there was a little kind of wobble in the curve at the bottom, so we could take a step back, and I think we might even be able to delete out one of these, like this, or at least move it up. Well, let's do them both at the same time. Just so they're the same. And we can try that again. Surfaces, Bi-Rail 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. A little better. You could then go in and manually clean it up. Mesh display reverse. But at least you got the basic shape now. Hopefully that was helpful. And yeah, just keep moving forward.